Continuing in the Fabringen, Parshas Bamidbar, Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan, Shabbos Avarcham Sivan. The Rebbe brings down a Maimer Chazal, which says as follows: Yesh Chochma Magoyim Taimin, Yesh Torah Magoyim Al Taimin. So, what type of Chochma is this talking about? What type of Torah is this talking about? It's not talking about Stam Chochma, which has nothing to do with Torah. Rather, it's talking about Chochma Shebet and the Torah itself. And over here we have two things. We have the Chochma of Torah, and we have the Torah of the Torah, and that is only Shaykh Tira, which is why it says Al Tamid. And then it goes on further to explain. When it comes to Chochma, when it comes to someone understanding something, like it says, it's for everyone. But this Chochma is not going and making and changing the way how the person is going to actually do something. In other words, he can understand it in his understanding, in his Chochma, as an intellect, even into his Seichel, that, I should be doing Kach Kach. But B'Poel Mamish is going and doing something else. But when it comes to Torah, which we know, the whole idea of Torah is Torah Miloshin Hayra, that a person actually needs to go and follow and do and act in his day-to-day life. How a person is going to do, and that comes with what? That comes not because of a person's seichel, rather this comes with Kabbalah's own bittul for Torah. And this is what it means from this Maimer Chazal. That when the Goyim, the Ummah Elam do have this meaning of Chacham, they could understand it, but that's not going to go and make it that their life is going to change, and they're going to be doing now something different. But for us, that we have the Torah Shebet Torah here, it's going to actually go and give us when a person has a devotion and his master's right and giving himself over and actually changing his life. And this is one of the things that we're going to schadish from Matan Torah. The whole idea of the Neichi Hashem Lakecha, which every single person has in himself, this ability to not be in a spell from the world and give his devotion, his life, his life and his life to Torah. And a little bit more explaining on this. When a person, which we said earlier about the Sina, how is this going to be shaykh? In other words, that when a person understands and knows that the whole idea is that of doing Torah, in other words, even and doing it in a way that I'm not thinking so much about it. I'm doing this because this is what the Torah says. He's not adding in his own gash mistake things, and this is what's going to cause him that he's going to go and have a, so to speak, a sin, right, the hatred to the Yenim Gashmin. And this is the Hidah which we said and adding in the Lumina Torah, that when we, the whole idea is that we're going through doing Torah, not because this is what we understand, not because of the Chachma, but rather because of something which is higher, Kabbalah's own higher than Seichel, that's going to go and bring that our person that Hag is also going to be this way. And then it actually goes and gives an example over here, and the Rebbe tells us that when a person wakes up in the morning, he shouldn't necessarily be right away thinking about this business. In fact, he shouldn't be doing that. Rather, he should go to shul. He should learn something before davening. After davening, he should go and say tehillim. Afterwards, he should go and learn a shir kavua after davening. And only after that should he go back to his house. Should he go and have breakfast. And not because this is what he needs to do, not because he's hungry and he's running for the food. No, because this is what the Irish commanded him to do. And when he's going home, how's he going home? He's not going by himself. He's bringing a guest with him, or two guests to him. To go what? Why is he bringing two guests? To do him zumin, because this is what Hashem wants. It's not because of my own seichel. Only afterwards he's going to do to work. Even when the person is going to be at work, because the whole talk and this whole language. And the whole way, and he's looking at every single moment. How can I have hashpah on somebody else? How can I talk to them about tefillin, about Shabbos, and etc.? Learning chassidus in general, and with this, we should have a wonderful Shabbos, and we should take this out and see how it can actually apply to our day-to-day life with the coming of Mashiach Zidkenu now.